Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, check it out. Sent a thing to review. Does that make me a YouTuber now? Hello, friends. So I am here in my office and I'm reviewing this rooftop cargo bag today. But I want to give some backstory of rooftop cargo bags in general. Now, most of you won't care about this at all, so I'm gonna put the time right here where you want to skip ahead if you just want to get to the review. This is just going to be blathering backstory. So, let me tell you about a recent rooftop cargo bag experience I had that is probably unrelated to this one from who makes this thing? Hima? San Hima. So, I'm on an Oregon overlanding Facebook group. And as I'm in there, somebody posts, hey, we are selling this new rooftop cargo bag, and we would like people to give us taglines for it that they would suggest that would make people want to buy it. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I'll suggest a couple taglines. And some other people did too. And all of us got offers for free rooftop cargo bags. All we had to do was give our PayPal accounts. They would send us the money, and then we would go to their site to buy the bags. Now, the bags were, it was from a company based out of one of the S's, either Switzerland or Sweden. I don't know which one. And it looked very similar to the bag I'm reviewing today. I don't know if it was the same brand or if it was just something similar. Now, once I've given this offer, I'm like, I'm by nature a suspicious person, right? I work in computer security. I think everybody's out to get me. Paranoia is another way of saying it, whatever. So this didn't seem right to me, so I went ahead and did some research, and it turns out what these people do, not necessarily people I'm reviewing the bag from today, but they would, you would give them your money in PayPal, they would send you the bag, or you would buy the bag and send it to yourself, and then if you reviewed it poorly, they would go to PayPal and ask for their money back, so you'd be stuck with a bag that you didn't like because you gave it a bad review. And so I was kind of wary about reviews. I've been kind of wary about reviews anyway. I mean, I've only had maybe 3 or 4 companies reach out to me and say, hey, would you like to review our product for your YouTube channel? I've only got about 250 subscribers now. I had less when other people have asked. And so I'm always kind of wary about there being some kind of scam. So when the people reached out to me, a fellow named Stanley, when he reached out to me on Instagram saying, hey, we like your channel, we'd like you to review this for us, I was a little bit wary, right? I'm like, all right, well, I'm not giving you my PayPal, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm giving you my email address that is specifically for the channel. And they're like, yeah, just give us, let me give you a code. You can go to the website, buy it using the code, and we'll send it to your house, and you can review it. Now, the company was based out of Australia, but the bag, of course, is made in China, much like the other bag was before. And so this whole thing with these legitimate-looking websites, though not really, they didn't look like too fly-by-night, but at the same time, I couldn't find much of a history on this company. I couldn't find much of a history on the one in Sweden and Switzerland either. And there's a whole bunch of affiliate stuff going on I think, for the San Hima company, and also for this company. And so I don't get it. I'm suspicious, right? So they sent me the bag. Bag's fine. Spoilers, not the biggest fan of the bag. The person who was contacting me was pretty aggressive about, hey, can you review it? Can you make a video review? Can you review it on our page? I think they wanted some other review things too. I'd have to look at the Instagram message history. The whole thing seemed not 100% on the up and up, but then again, not overtly scammy, if that makes any sense. It just seemed odd. Some of the English seemed kind of like not a native English speaker written, but then again, it could be spell checking, so I don't know. So anyway, I've reviewed the bag. I told Stanley, I'm like, listen, this isn't going to get the best review. He's like, that's fine, we just want an honest review. And so everything so far has been on the up and up, but my natural suspicious nature makes me go, eh. So if you decide to buy this bag, you know, keep that in mind, I would say. All right, so let me give you the story up till now. Back in July, this fellow named Stanley reached out to me, asked if I could make a video review, gave me the link to this bag. This link now is a 404 error, so I'm not quite sure what to make of that. But I agreed to make the video, and he gave me a link to make an account. I made an account, and he gave me a code. He wanted me to mention the brand name. That's fine by me. Share product link. Sure. Real test is very important. Absolutely. I got that nailed. So my email sent me a code, and I was able to order it, and went well. And he checked in me when it came in. It did on the 28th, which is pretty quick, right? Because when did I start this here? The 25th? I was there by the 28th. 3 days? That ain't bad. Turns out it was coming from Vegas. I don't know why, but it did. I actually asked him about that later on. So I got a couple of hits here. He wanted to do some more stuff. You know, when I had done the review, do some reviews on the bag. And then he checked in a couple times, and I didn't do fantastic about responding. I mean, this is August 9th. I still hadn't got around to August 22nd. I was still working on it. I got busy, which, you know, I did my best. I felt a little bit bad about that, how long I took, but I had some stuff going on. The last video was being done on the 29th, so a month after I said 3 to 4 weeks. And I told him straight up that the review was not going to be very good. And he's like, that's okay. Your honest review means a lot. And he said, no worries. So I assume he really is Australian because they say that. And then I pinged him, and the link is not working anymore. So I had to look at the website. So this is the Victory Offroad page. Now this isn't the same page. This is a different page, but that does appear to be the same bag. It's 15 cubic feet, heavy-duty roof bag. It's already got some reviews. Strangely enough, it's now showing it was 60 bucks. When I first grabbed it, I believe it was either $89.99 or $79.99, and now it's down to 45 bucks. Is this an additional 25%? No, that's just 25%. So the price came down significantly, and I thought that was weird. But actually, that price is a lot more in line with what I was thinking I would pay for it if I was to buy it. So I went to the San Hima page, right? And the bag doesn't exist on the San Hima page anymore, or this, yeah, San Hima. San Hima's page is kind of sketch, but if you click on the partners here, you can see that VIC Offroad is one of the partners, but there's not really any history of the company or anything here. So I went back to Victory Offroad, and interestingly, they had a better write-up on San Hima than San Hima's page had. Founded in 2018, the San Hima brand stands for passion and enthusiasm for exploring the spectacular nature of the great outdoors. Since its inception, blah, 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 blah. Based in Australia, was I thought was interesting about San Hima, which is the same for the VIC Offroad group. Live the peak, conquer the Everest, of course. But interestingly, I figure what happens if I try to look on Amazon for this thing? Turns out it was 80 bucks originally, and now it's down to 59, so you can get it cheaper from VIC Offroad. But I am concerned the fact that, you know, the pages went 404, and also San Hima doesn't have cargo management. They've got these two. I think these might be updated, but I don't really I don't know. It's strange. San Hima, live the peak, conquer the Everest, rooftop cargo bag. It's 15 cubic feet. Wait, aha, 15 cubic feet, UV bounceable and waterproof. So let's cut this thing open. Well, maybe we should look at the box first. Because I found this a whopping storage volume to store all your luggage and gears. Tough PVC coated mesh and 500D by 500D PVC fabric. I don't know what that means. Delivers solid performance. High frequency technique makes seaming more durable. Okay. Strength connected paths defy harsh use. Resistance against water
UV, and scraps. Yes, it means scrapes. Please securely fasten the cargo carrier onto the roof of your vehicle, and the zipper is not to face the front of your vehicle. All right. This side has the same information, and it's a weird looking Tahoe. I think they actually shortened it. Our Tahoes usually like out to here. Anyway, so I don't know what that symbol means. That means something's recycled or recyclable. All right, let's get this thing open. I'm using my my neat ring thing for the light on this. It's not working fantastic though. It's made in China, and it is new. All right. See, we have a, looks like a carrying pouch. I'll take this off screen so I can pull it out. All right, it's got a thing on this side. Hima thing pasted on there. Zippers seem fine. No name zipper. For those of you who are concerned about zipper. Okay, so this is the thing that goes on your roof. First, so it doesn't, I don't know, so it stays where it's supposed to be. It's this kind of material here. It smells kind of funky, but that's to be expected. I have a feeling I'm going to have a real hard time getting this back inside the bag. Let's see. Alright, nothing else in the bag. Got some instructions and the bag itself, which is one giant piece. Package list, one carrier, 2 attachment straps, 1 storage bag, 1 anti-slip mat, and 1 user manual. I just need to find the attachment straps. It is critical that the carrier and accessories be properly secured and securely attached to your vehicle. No kidding. Improper attachment could result in an automobile accident and could cause serious bodily injury or death to you or others. That's a good warning. Check the attachments prior to use and periodically inspect the products for adjustment, wear, and damage. The user must read and understand all the instructions, cautions, and the capital W warranty for proper attachment, proper usage, and important safety instructions. Hima is not responsible, nor will it be held liable for any damage resulting from improper usage, blah, 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 blah. Review warnings, instructions, and warranty carefully. You should have the product installed by a professional installer. I've never heard of a professional installer for these bags. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Oh, if you have crossbars and side rails, you do it that way. If you have just side rails, you do it that way. No rack straps. All right. Well, that didn't take long. One pull, this thing managed to pop itself right out. I think I might be able to pop it back in. Maybe? There. Yeah, I like the loops, but this zipper is really tough to pull. This is not a smooth zipper at all, which, I mean, one part is good because it won't open on its own, but the other part, if it doesn't open well otherwise, it's not awesome. I mean, I had a lot of problems. There was a spot up here, this seam is kind of squirrely, and I had a lot of problems getting the zipper to even open up there. I thought I was forcing it. I thought I'd run out of zip. Yeah, it's the same kind of weird seam there. So yeah, let's take a look at these cinch straps, or not cinch straps. That's the problem. In order to get these, this isn't the regular where you just go grab this. Oops, my feeling's terrible. This isn't the regular where you grab that and pull, because it's got this thing here. In order to do that, you have to back it all the way off, which I can't even do with one hand. And there's a lot of extra strap for me to work with here. So I don't know. We'll see. See, look at this mess I have to use in order to get to the base of this thing. And then you have to gauge it because you have to pull out double because it's going to go back. Oh, simple cinch strap. Just pull, slap, done. This is not it. Also, there is so much extra that this is going almost all the way onto the bag itself. I'm not. It seems like it's too much. All right, so I got the bag up there, but I'm not really happy how it's sitting. So much slack cord here that it's just a mess. And then it's just such a pain in the ass to get them hitched down correctly that I really only went with these ones. And it was hard to get them decently tight. The back one's pretty tight, but I mean, the thing is it's not gonna go anywhere because it's in the basket. But if you were putting this on the roof of a regular car, I would have concerns. Also because I don't know where the hell you'd strap the front ones onto. So anyway, so it's up there. We will see how it holds. We're gonna do a 3-hour drive up to the mountains, and we'll see. All right, well, here we are, several hundred miles later. This doesn't seem any worse for wear. I think this thing does some flapping, so that might be something I would hot glue down on the front. That strap stayed there. This one just got disconnected. Everything seems reasonably where it was supposed to be. Let's take it down. So one of the things you can do with this bag is mount it on a car that doesn't have racks. Mount seems like a strong term. Essentially what you're doing is you're putting the straps through the inside of the car. We're gonna set that up and do some driving with that and see how that works. Okay, for no rack straps pass through, slide an attachment strap through the strap guides of your carrier. That's already been done. Open the front door of your car and run the attachment strap across the interior. They're actually not mentioning the part where you have to put this thing down, which is odd. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not sure how this is going to work, considering that we have a glass roof on the Tesla. But we'll see. Alright, I want to show you something here. Okay, we're going to try this again. My frustration with these... See, it's one of these ones where you have the double. And you have to loosen one in order to get the other to go. But I'll give it some thought. I mean, I'm frustrated the amount of time it's taken me to figure out how to get how to make these longer. But there you go. We boost up both, and then this one can make this. We'll make this loop shorter and get more stretch out of it. Let's go ahead and see if that's sufficient. All right, I have finally got this snapped across, but I want to point out, let's see, here to here is how much I have left on one side, and here to here is how much I have left on the other. It could be tightened a little bit more, but this is not a big vehicle, so I feel like the strap, it should probably be sufficient, I think. But I hate dealing with these strap things. Also, more concerning is this just kind of sits out here. I guess I'm okay if I flip it. This is one of those situations where I'm doing a terrible job filming because I'm trying to film while I'm doing stuff. But yeah, just kind of hangs loose. I think it should be awesome. We'll see in testing later on. Oh, and now I'm gonna see if I can get the back one connected. Okay, so we have the bag on the roof. It has now been fastened correctly. I got like 4 sleeping bags in there and a couple bedrolls, which are nice and light. But you'll see I got it strapped. These things are not strapped to anything, but they are connected. I got the side ones. I've shifted them so these are out of the way. I've got this thing here. Don't know how well that's going to handle. Back straps. I did have a problem where I had to shift this. It turns out the window will not go up all the way. It'll auto sense if you have like a finger in there. So a piece of plastic was hanging down and it wouldn't close. But we are all secured up here. Time for some speed tests. Well, in our speed tests, which really weren't terribly speedy, it looks like it's all kind of sandwiched on this side because that's what's inside of it. But the under thing is way back here, and it's not in the front where it was supposed to be. Hello, bug. So that's not ideal. I guess you'll really want to have to front load this thing in order to keep the shape on the front. Okay, so for this last test, or maybe it's the first test, who knows? I don't know what order I'm going to put these in. I'm going to test the waterproofability of this. So I've got full. Hello, dog. Don't go in there. Got a full load in the thing, the bag. I got 4 sleeping bags, some other stuff, and we're going to put paper towels in here, seal it up, spray with the hose, and see if the paper towels get any water on them, and if they do, how much. So we're going to go ahead and test that out now.
I don't know what's with the suds. I mean, it's like soap, I guess.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
Pop that back in and then squeeze it so it stays in there better. Those won't open. Alright. So one is dry. Fours are okay. Towel 5 is dry, and it looks dry as a bone in here. So, and everything inside, yeah, this all looks nice and dry. I'm not seeing any leaks, so that's good. Because that's really the critical part of this whole thing, is keeping things dry. So, that was a success. Hello, friends. I need to look down here, because that's where the lens is. I keep looking over here because that's where I'm seeing me, and that's not going to work. Anyway, I have learned to turn down the light wattage in my ring light because I was pretty well blinded last time. So I have my list here of the pros and the cons of this bag. Let's go with the pros first. It's very waterproof. I was very impressed with the waterproofability. I like the aesthetics. I know it. I know the Live the Everest thing that makes me laugh every time I think about it. I don't. The company's supposed to be Australian, but it's using some very odd use of the English language, and not traditionally weird Australian use of the English language. It's not called a baggery or something like that. Baggery do anyway. I do like the zipper pull. I like that you can get your whole finger in there and pull. That leads into the cons, and the first con is that the zippers are not very good. They're nice and big and bulky, but they are not smooth at all, and the zipper pulls came out. I mean, just completely disconnected. If you do that and you have a pair of pliers, you're okay, but otherwise you're not getting that bag open. The straps, I hate the straps.
strap. I do not like anything about them. I found them incredibly frustrating. That bad. The price initially, I thought it was $80. That's way too expensive in my opinion. I have a similar bag that's 20. It's one of the ones you put on your the rear of your truck in one of those rear carriers. That only cost me like 50, and it's 20 cubic liters. Now we know the price now possibly is only $40 or 45. That's a lot reasonable. So that's, I'm not sure if that's a pro or a con at this point. I don't like that you have to essentially put it on the roof. And this really isn't a problem with this bag in particular, but just these types of bags, I think, is that you have to put the bag on the roof, then you have to load it, then you zip it shut and strap it down. I mean, you have to put it on the roof first because it has to get up there. I just don't like the order. Now, personally, like I mentioned, I have another one of these bags, and the way I use it is I just fill it with stuff and throw it in the back of the truck, and then when I get to where I'm going, I just drag it out of the truck onto the ground, and I can open it, and it's great. I love it. It doesn't get the back. I don't have stuff flying all over the back of the truck. It's great in that situation. On the roof, I don't know. I mean, if you want to put sleeping bags up there, that's something light. That works good. I like how the sleeping bags work. That was. I could see myself doing that in the future. Also, on our first trip there, and I didn't get this because I somehow hit camera instead of video and didn't get it. But I kept a lot of my water gear in there, so like life jackets and paddles and water shoes, things that are going to get wet anyway. If you put them in there and they're all wet, they can stay wet inside, so it's waterproof in both directions. The speed test, honestly, I just wanted that shot with the car going past. So I don't. I mean, I took that. Let's just say we were a little bit beyond the speed limit, not outrageously beyond the speed limit. You're going to hit those numbers if you're just driving on the interstate, and it did get kind of flummoxed in that. I don't like the way they mount it through the car. So, would I recommend it? No, I don't think I would. And mainly because of the straps. I really, really dislike the straps. That being said, I don't know if I would recommend any of these rooftop bags. I've used hard bags. I've hard shell ones that pop open. I like those. I've used baskets. I like those. This seems like if you are in a desperate situation and you need to, you're moving and you don't have enough room in your car, you would use one of these. I don't like it. I think that's as honest as I can be on that one. If I was told, hey, would you like to buy one of these, I would say no. Now let's go into the part about why I don't want to do reviews anymore. This is my first and only proper review where somebody sent me something to review. And I feel terrible about the whole thing. I feel bad that I'm giving it a bad review. I felt bad that I felt obligated to do the review. And the funny thing is that the reason I started this channel was so I could get free stuff for my truck. And now that finally happened, it's made me feel bad. So I don't know what to do. I mean, I know what I like doing on my channel. I like going on trips and making videos of my trips. So I think the lessons learned in this video, and I will admit, this is not a good video. I screwed this up pretty bad. I haven't done any videos in a while. I've been dealing with some mental health issue stuff. So that's going on too. Essentially, the short version is, if you didn't like this review video, that's fine, because I don't think I'm going to be doing any more of them. I'm going to go back to just going out in the woods or the beach or Oregon and getting video of that. That being said, I dropped my GoPro in a river last weekend, so we'll see how this all shakes out. Anyway, thank you. If you've sat through this whole video, A, I'm shocked. B, thank you. I assume you're already liked and subscribed at this point, because nobody yeah. Anyway, it's all I got. Have a good day, and I love you. Bye-bye.